going on, you guys and ladies? How y'all doing this evening? This is Patrick again, back with another video. Excuse me, I'm gonna have my notes right here, so I'm gonna be looking down as I'm doing this video again, as I usually do when I have notes. And I might swear, so forgive me in advance. The title of this video is called Light Skin, Mixed People Get Better Job Opportunity and Treated Better than Dark-Skinned People. Bullshit. Straight up. Straight up. Bullshit. This is going to be directed towards light skin, light brown, mixed, biracial, men and women, adult men and women, and young men and women who are, in fact, what I just mentioned. You hardly see us in a professional work environment. I mean, authentic, professional work environment. I'm talking about doctors, lawyers, civil engineers, contractors, general license contractors, in pharmacy. I'm just naming just a few examples. I know there are a lot more, but I'm just naming the first that comes to mind to me. You hardly see us. We, in fact, have to work 3 to 5 times harder to get into these professional places because it's bombarded and blocked by very bias, prejudice, envy, grown white boys, Asians, and of course, their minions, the grown black boys and girls, particularly dark skin and dark brown. Those are their minions. They're like their gatekeepers. We have to be mindful when we are around these envious, wicked people, these dark-skinned, grown black boys and girls, and these other races. Because anything we say can be used against us, and they'll easily fire us. Just like that. Something as minor, something as petty as, could you not touch me, can go back to management, human resources. Before you know, you're getting talked to, you get a warning, or in some cases, if they put on a good act, we'll get fired. This goes on a daily basis. This happens to adult men and women who are light-skinned, mixed, and biracial, and as well as light brown, and in some cases, yes, brown skin. But for the most part, light skin and light brown skin, mixed, biracial men and women. This is the nonsense that we go through. Really, truly. If we are in this work environment, we are a pure threat. We are a threat for the men, that is. We are a threat to these dark-skinned, dark brown-skinned, grown boys and these other non-black grown boys of society. We are a complete threat to them. It all reverts back to who? Women. As well as the grown girls that they lustfully are obsessed with. They're always focused on women at work. They're always focused on the women as well as the grown girls, no matter what race she is. If she's interested in us, if she's talking to us, they always have an ear out to every conversation you have with every female, black, white, Asian, Latina, Indian, Asian, and Latina truly being the main ones in my case. In my case, I know with some other people it may be white or attractive black women with certain light skin mixed biracial men, but with me it's always the Asian and the Latina women and grown girls they're always concerned with. The dark skin, dark brown skin black boys and other races of boys always concerned. It's a play girlfriend. That's my play girlfriend right there. That's my play wife. And they don't want you talking to her at all. And if you do happen to talk to her, what was you and Stephanie talking about? What was you and Erica talking about? What was you and Kim talking about? Why are you concerned? Is she your wife? Is she your woman? Your fiance? So why the hell are you worrying about me talking, conversing with this woman or this grown girl about work? I'm not concerned with her. I already have somebody in my life. But you're concerned because you're worried about this woman or this grown girl giving me that look of attraction, that interest of attraction, because you're not wanted unless you're kissing ass and just being a goofball, as well as you other non-black grown boys. See, because your way of catching attraction is being a jackass. Again, being a court jester. That's how you catch, if you're not pussy begging in most cases. And for the girls, the grown girls who envy, who are prejudiced and biased towards the light skin, mixed, biracial, as well as light brown and brown skin women. Whenever she comes into this work environment, she's very knowledgeable. She pinpoints everything with facts and logic. They're baffled. They're surprised, really, truly, that this light-skinned, mixed biracial girl is educated and smart. Because in most cases, not some, in most cases, they always put her in a category of an airheaded bimbo. Oh yeah, that's how they look at most light-skinned biracial mixed women. See, the grown girls, the ignorant, buffoon, light-skinned, mixed biracial grown girls, they don't mind them. Because they almost have the same type of style as that dark-skinned, dark brown-skinned black girl. So they don't mind them, but whenever she's sophisticated and smart, just like that light-skinned black man, that mixed biracial black man, that's a threat. A pure threat. That dark-skinned black boy and that white boy, Tom and Jerry as I call them, they truly envy light-skinned, mixed biracial, black men to the fullest. 99.9%. I don't give a shit what any of you say. Prove me wrong. Oh, we ain't jealous of y'all. We ain't jealous of y'all. So why are you always concerned with us then? Oh, what kind of women we got? What kind of car we have? How much money we make? You checking another man's pockets. What kind of car he has, the type of woman he's in a relationship with. What the hell is wrong with you? You try to know personal business at work. That's not what work is for. It's for doing your duties that your job assigns you to and that you work for. Not talking about women all goddamn day or sports. I'm sorry, I'm there to work. We could talk about maybe a couple of things that's not personal, but I'm there to work. And with these people, they're not there to work. In some cases, they're there to try to watch other people and hopefully make sure that that person don't over them. If I said that right. They don't try to get ahead over them. That's what I meant. Try to get ahead over them. That's what they're concerned with. But that main concern is the women and the grown girls and that attraction, that woman. Let's just say woman, okay? Let's just say that that woman has attraction towards someone like me or another light-skinned, biracial, mixed man. They can't stand that. They just can't stand it. The hostility that we receive if we're in these professional work environments, such as pharmacy, at the hospital, as a civil engineer. I know a couple of my cousins are that. A nurse, a CNA. When we're in these real professional work environments, you can even say at a branch bank manager, or you working at the bank as a teller. When we are in these professional work environments, the hostility is real. I mean, it is strong negativity to the core. You receive it from co-workers and customers. I mean, it is completely constant. Excuse me for putting my head down. I'm thinking as I'm going. I'm freestyling this. I'm not even looking at my notes just a little bit. The hostility is real. I mean, you come inside work. You clock in. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on? Hey, what's up, man? The grown black girls, hey, how's it going? Hey. They don't give a shit. And not only that, they have a very negative power influence over the non-black grown boys and girls. So you'll get the white girls, the Latina, the Asian girls, the Indian girls, the white boys, the Asian boys, the Latino boys, all having this hostility towards you because of his big mouth, just lying, spreading rumors. The grown black girls, usually dark skin and dark brown, spreading rumors, stupid shit. Do you know, I'm gonna give you a quick story. I'm gonna get back to the subject. Do you know, I'm in pharmacy and we were low on techs. So I went on ahead and stopped, doing my filling and looking at paperwork on the computer, that is. And I took the register over for about an hour. Do you know I had to help this dark-skinned, boogaloo, big, black girl, grown black girl, and I was ringing her up. Do you know what she just said out of the blue? You think you fine, huh? I bet you think all the women want you, huh? I said, excuse me? I said, you think you fine. You think all the women want you, huh? Politely. Because I'm a genuine, courteous man, as I was taught and raised by my father and mother. I said, I don't think that at all. About all the women wanting me. And yes, I do know I'm fine. That's right. For you grown black boys, I know my worth and how I look. Unlike you, insecure, I'm ugly. Too bad. Go deal with it. And when I told her that, okay. Yeah, okay. I didn't flip my finger at her, but I just told her, okay. Ringed her stuff up. You have a nice day. Go take your blood pressure medicine and your gout medicine. Stop eating all that pork and all that shrimp. And all that lobster. And maybe you wouldn't have such hard problems with your health. But let me get back on the subject. The hostility is real. I mean, it's to the point where we're excluded from conversation. It could be basic conversation. We'll get excluded. They have a whole conversation right in front of you or on the side of you for about 10 minutes. And then at the end of the conversation, they'll say, "Oh, so what you think, Pat?" "Excuse me? What you think?" "About what?" "About what we were talking about." I wasn't even included in the conversation. What the hell are you talking about? So, I don't know what you're talking about. We're excluded from, it's like high school. When you have your 30-minute break, your 30-minute lunch, they try to exclude you. "Oh yeah, we're going out the subway. Me, Casey, Kim, we're all going." They don't ask if you're gonna go. "Hey Pat, you want to come with us?" I'm just making up a name for a light-skinned mixed biracial girl. Hey Erica, hey April, you wanna come?" They don't say that. They purposely do that. Try to make you feel bad. I don't give a shit. Because once I have my 30-minute break, I'm on my own. I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at my email, I'm looking at stuff I need to do. After work, go back home, what I gotta do, errands I gotta run, when I'm on my days off. I'm not worried about having lunch with you assholes. You don't have to include me in anything. So for you light-skinned, mixed, biracial men and women, when they do that kind of silly ass high school stuff, don't mind that. Don't care for that at all. Zero. Leave it alone. Just completely leave it alone. See, because they all have an agenda when it comes to light-skinned, mixed biracial men and women. They don't like us, so they try to get us fired. And it's constant. But I'm going to tell you what else is constant too. The coddling of these grown, dark-skinned, dark brown-skinned, black boys and girls that everybody participates in at work. First and second, white daddy and white mama, the managers, human resources, they coddle you guys to the core. They coddle you guys to the core. Literally. It's like you can do no wrong. In some cases. And the non-black people as well. The Latinos, the Asians, the Indians, they all coddle you. Never to be held accountable for anything. There's something very sinister about that, something very demonic about that. Whereas they're very harsh on us, but with them, they walk them through things. Like when I first started in pharmacy, they didn't smoothly walk me through stuff. They were kind of aggressive with it. But when I seen this dark-skinned black boy get hired, they were, "Okay, and that's how you do that, da 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 da, okay." With me, it was like, da 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 da, all right. But with him, it's okay. Even with the girls, okay. They treat him well. You see, because again, these white, grown boys and girls of society know all about colorism and being a colorist, as well as the others. And they play that game in the work environment. Because they look at someone like me that's attractive and other light-skinned biracial mixed men that are attractive, as well as the women. But let's go with the men. They look at us, truly, particularly with the white girls and the Latino girls. Well, he already good looking. I ain't gonna be sitting up trying to make him think that I want him and try to talk to him any kind of way to make him think that he better than me. I'm beneath him, and he think he gonna try to just win me over, and next thing you know, I'm over his house and I'm sleeping with him. That's the stupid shit they think. So what they do is this. They do reverse psychology. They treat the dark-skinned boy and girl cool, smooth, and right, but treat you bad in front of them. It's like you see, I don't like him. I'm giving you guys props. I'm giving you guys all kind of better coddle, kiss-ass treatment. But it's funny though, the moment they're done with their shift, these grown, dark-skinned, dark brown-skinned black girls and boys, the moment they're done with their shift, that white girl, that Asian girl, that Indian girl, and that Latina girl, they do a complete 180. And they'll be trying to talk to me and treat me better and stuff like that. That's the dumb shit that they do. And you know it to be true. I know a lot of people experience that because I experienced that. My brother, my second older brother, I have two older brothers. My second older brother, me and him are the middle children. We experienced this shit the most. My father and mother had 6 children. And it goes my oldest brother, my older sister, my second older brother, me, my baby sister and baby brother. My second older brother and me, of course, are the middle children. And we receive this type of nonsense the most. I mean, it was ongoing. To this day, we still experience this. I still experience this to this day. It's nonsense. The craziness that we endured when trying to get a job at certain places when we were younger, starting from 18, 20s, early 30s, it was always that hostility during a job interview, especially with that white grown boy being the hiring manager, or that Latina girl being a hiring manager, or that white girl, grown girl being a hiring manager. Hostility. See, because there's a difference, like I always say, between a man and a grown boy, a woman and a grown girl. When we dealt with the men and women, it was a good hire. But when we dealt with the grown boys and girls, we didn't get hired. Before I go, I'll tell you a quick story. My brother, when he was young, he tried to get a job at Starbucks. There was a bald head, short, manlet, white boy, grown white boy, who was the hiring manager. My brother's female friend worked there, and she was telling him, you know, my friend wants to work here and stuff like that. He already worked at the movie theaters. You know, my brother worked at the movie theaters. You know, that's what young men do when they're young, like, 16, 17. So my brother went to the interview, and he spoke to my brother and whatnot. And after that, hand to God, this is no lie, the female friend seen this punk tear my brother's application apart and throw it in the trash. And he said to her, I ain't got no time for no pretty boys to be working in here and me trying to flirt with all the girls. I kid you not. I kid you not. That is the honest truth. If my brother was here, if he was here, he lives in a different state, I would truly let him speak for himself and tell you what his female friend said. That's the envy. That's the bullshit that we have to endure when we're trying to get on in a certain type of work field, work environment, what have you. We have to go through that kind of nonsense. I mean, that was back in the day. That was a paper application. But now you do everything online. But when they see you, when you go for a job interview, they already decided within the first 2 to 5 minutes if you're going to be a potential hire or not. They already know this. All that other ongoing lollygag, bullshit, conversing, that's just them just playing with you. So this is the nonsense that goes on when it comes to light-skinned, mixed, biracial men and women, and the trials and tribulations that we have to go through when it comes to working. They hate to see us vibrant and professional. in most cases. Some light-skinned mixed biracial men and women have to establish themselves, become entrepreneurs and open up their own businesses. If we don't, stick with it and try to do what we were told to do from our parents, if we don't go that route, then we end up becoming entrepreneurs and opening our own little businesses, and then we just flourish. But for that grown, dark-skinned, dark brown-skinned black boy and girl, they are truly the minions, the gatekeepers when it comes to this work environment. I mean, seriously, you'll fool around and go to a job interview. You're leaving. You happen to grab something before you leave. This would happen to me. And when you're checking out, you're just grabbing maybe some water and some chips. You gonna work in a pharmacy? It's retail pharmacy. You gonna work in a pharmacy? Yeah. Why? This is the cashier, dark skinned grown boy asked me that. Why? What do you mean why? I have my license in this to be a tech, pharmacy tech. What are you talking about? Oh, you know what I'm saying though, you sure you want to work here? You know why he asked me that? Because he knows that there are attractive women in pharmacy. Now this was doing before, I met my fiance and stuff like that. But they already know this. They already know this. They watch you like a hawk. This stupidity is ongoing. They'll never stop. So be mindful when you are in this work environment. Keep an eye out for these ignorant people because they always try to get you in trouble all the time. Be diligent and know whenever you're working in these type of hostile environments to leave and don't allow them to fire you. Be smart and take action and know when enough is enough. And I'll see you in the next video.